Hello and welcome to lesson 17, page 110. This is the song titled The Banjo Player in our pre-level 1 book. And right now I'm on page 107 because yet again, students, we are learning a brand new note. Bringing back the flat symbol. Remember that looks like a lowercase b like this. And we just learned the sharp symbol and we learned that here's our regular F and we could move up to F sharp. And now we're going to learn the last black key in the group of 3 black keys, which is B flat. Remember, you can always find the first letter, B, and if it's a flat, it means we have to go down to the next closest key, just like we got a flat tire. Let's head over to our keyboards and see if we can find a B flat. So I'm going to find a group of 3 black keys. You could just think, hey, it's the third black key in the group of 3. Remember, it's B flat, so it's B flat. There is our note. I encourage you to practice by finding all the B flats on our pianos. There we go. All the B flats have been found, and we know why it's called a B flat too, because it's B, but then we're going down to the next closest key. So now we're going to head over to page 110. Let's see. Oops, sorry, just trying to get it just right on my screen. That looks good. Okay, so let's talk about the notes we need in the banjo player before we dive into these rhythms. So we're starting under a group of 3 black keys. If you want to match my keys exactly, here's middle C, and I'm going below middle C to this group of 3 black keys. If you play it higher or lower, that's fine. It sounds good a little bit higher too for this song. I'll let you choose. So I'm going to be below middle C. Here's my group of 3 black keys. My first note I need is F. Remember, F we call the front door in our group of 3 black keys. Here's F. And right next to F, not X, is G. Very good. And next to G we have A. So first 3 white keys, F, G, A, under our group of 3. And now we need that third black key right here, B flat. And we'll need C, which is now moving under a group of 2 black keys. And the next to C is D. And remember that chart in the top right corner of your book. So let's talk about how we can cover these notes. I'm going to take 3 fingers and place them on F, G, and A, and 2 fingers in my right hand and put them on C and D. And you might say, well, what about B flat? Well, I'm just going to reach up with the finger that's covering A in my left hand to play that when I need it, okay? So this is the fingering I would use for this song. If you're getting more advanced, I guess you could just use one hand for this song. I guess it would get a little bit tricky when you need that C, D, C, D, but some of our students I know at this point in the book are trying what we call a 5-finger pattern, using all their 5 fingers. You could give that a try in this song, but I'm going to stick just like this. Maybe another option would be something like this. So you can cover all the notes 3 and 3. Okay? All right, so now let's take a look at the first line of our song. Man, there's so many symbols that we've learned now. At the beginning of our song, we have this F. And if we remember, that means forte. And forte means loud. So we're going to press the keys harder than we usually do. And so we'll say we'll press the keys harder. So if you have a piano or a keyboard at home that doesn't really change the sound no matter how hard you press it, we'll just press it harder still so you're practicing playing the forte notes. And again, that can be added later if you're having trouble with the first line at all. So usually I like to break the lines in half, but I think this melody sounds really good as one whole line. So we're just going to keep it all together while we review the first line. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 walk notes. Oh man, let's see if we can clap 8 walk notes together as a review. So keep your eye on each walk note on the music. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Walk, 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 walk. Very good. Did you stop when I stopped? I hope so. And that is 8 total walk notes. If you played an extra one or not enough, definitely rewind and try and clap those 8 walk notes with me again. And now we're going to look at the notes we need. So we start off with just F, G, A. Let's just start there. So back to our hand position. That's just the first three notes in our left hand. F, G, A. But then we make kind of a leap, students, after that. And look at this. I just want to treat it like this. Look, C, D, C, D, C. So after we play A, we skip over our B flat and our B up to C. And we just keep going back and forth between C and D. So C, D, C, D, C. I want you to listen to me play the first line. I think it's a melody that you can remember, okay? And that's going to help us to play it. So let's just listen to how it sounds. Very good. I think that this song does a great job of having notes that are ordered in a way that makes us remember it. It sounds like something familiar almost, this song, The Banjo Player. Sometimes when we can hear the music like that and remember it, it helps us to play it even better. So let's try this whole line nice and slow together. Here we go. 1, 2, first line, play, and F, G, A, C, D, C, D, C, off. Excellent work. Moving on to line number 2. And line number 2 starts the exact same way that line number 1 does, with our F, G, A, and then also the C. F, G, A, C, just like at the top. But now we have 2 walk notes and then a half note, so walk, walk, hold for 2, and we play B flat for the first time, then A, and then G for 2, G for 2. So it's almost like we're going down one note at a time with the notes we have in this song starting at the C. Look, C, B flat, A, G for 2. All right, well, let's try and clap the whole line just to make sure we have the rhythms. I guess we didn't clap it yet. And then we'll worry about the notes. Here we go. Clap the next second line. Here we are. 1, 2, line 2, clap. And walk, 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 half note, hold for 2. Excellent. Now let's apply those notes. So we have F, G, A, up to C, then B flat, A, G for 2, and off. Let's do it nice and slow together now. 1, 2, line 2, play, play. F, G, A, C, B flat, A, G for 2, and off. Very good. Now, line number 3 is the same thing as line number 1, except for one important piece. This piano symbol. So P for piano, which means soft. So you're playing that same melody you played in the first line, forte, but when we get back to it later, we're going to do it soft. So we're changing the way that we decide to play our pianos in line number 3. So let's give that a try nice and slow together. And I challenge you to try to play it piano or soft. Line number 3. 1, 2. Here we go. Play. F, G, nice and soft. A, C, Fantastic work. Moving on to our last line. This is the first line where we don't start on F, but it's the same rhythms that we had in line number 2 with all those walk notes and then our half note. And now we start on an A, and we're just playing 2 A's, walk, walk, then down to G, walk, walk, and then only F to finish the song. Walk, walk, hold for 2. Let's try line number 4 nice and slow. But and also to reminder, this should also be quiet piano for the last line. So we got to remember to do that too. Here we go. 1, 2. Here we go. Play A, G, G, F, 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 for 2 and off. Great work. And now we are ready, for our first full performance of the banjo player. And let me pull up my metronome quick for that second performance. Whoopsies. Oops, looks like we're not connected to the internet here for some reason. 1 second. I'm just going to pause the recording quick. Oh, I guess we're ready to go. Sorry about that tech problem, but metronome is up and ready to go. And let's go back to the banjo player. We're going to do one performance with and one without the metronome. Remember, forte for the first half, piano for the second half. You can add that later if it's a little too tricky for now. 1, 2. Here we go. Play F, G, A, C, D, C, D, C, line 2, F, G, A, C, B flat, A, G, 4-2, line 3 piano, F, G, A, C, D, C, D, C, last line, A, G, G, F, 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 4-2, and off. Great work on your first performance of the banjo player. Now we're going to try it with the metronome at 55 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. F, G, A, C, D, C, D, C, F, G, A, C, B flat, A, G for 2, F, G, A, C, D, C, D, C, A, G, G, F, 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 for 2 and off. Congratulations on completing the song The Banjo Player, and I will see you on the next one.